daily percentage, because remember I said daily percentage. Hear me out, family. We are not here to get greedy in a $7 trillion a day market, all right? Because if you was to stand in any room and somebody dropped $7 trillion in there, you don't have to go chase it. Yeah, cool. You wouldn't have to go chase it. You wouldn't have to go chase $7 trillion. You can reach out and touch it. Or you can wait for the money pile to fall over to you, right? So when you're in this market, you have to understand, you have to take the proper risk. Some of you are upset that your account is not growing the way you feel like it should be growing, but how much money did you start with? How much have you listened to your mentor when they told you the percentages? Did you take notes? Because guess what? Note takers are money makers. So if you do not have your pen and your pad and your paper, whatever you're taking notes on, take notes on your phone. If you have to. But you need to be taking notes. All right? So we're going to use a real example. I dropped my results in the chat this morning on purpose. You very rarely ever see me drop my results, but I dropped them in there on purpose. My actual closed trades for today, right? So my account, we're going to start off what these percentages look like and what these percentages actually are, right? So my account started off this morning at $476. And that's me dropping the change off, right? You're gonna round down. We're not adding the change is bonus. The change is literally extra, right? Your daily profits is going to be 5 to 8%. So we're looking at 23 to, hold on, I got my notes, 38%, $38. That's your daily profit. The $476 account, I'm only looking to make daily for that dollar amount, $23 to $38. Okay? Now my risk is 3 to 5%, right? So I put my risk was $25. I think it was from $14 to $23, something like that. That's how much I'm willing to lose. That's how much I was willing to lose. But we're gonna have some math and some questions. Listen, there's no mistaking why they say you must have a 5th grade education in order to trade. Because guess what? You learned how to add, subtract, divide, and multiply all in the 5th grade. And if you didn't, go get a refund right now, right? But this is all it takes. So this is how it goes. In order for me, this is my initial account. Hold on, let me switch that up. This is my initial account of 476. That's what I'm starting with. Right? So my trade amount is going to be 1 to 3%. Well, Jay, why is it 1 to 3%? Because listen, if I'm trading 3%, that means I'm an aggressive trader. That means I am experienced enough to go for an 8% daily profit. That means I am aggressive enough and experienced enough that I'm going for a 5% maximum risk. Okay? But now we're gonna play it smart. So what I actually did, I did like 2%. So my trade amount, 2% of this is actually $9.52 to be exact. But remember, I say we round down, but I'm an aggressive trader and I'm an experienced trader, right? So it's like $9.23. I rounded up to $10 to give me a solid amount. Listen, for those who are just starting, all of the new students, all of the students that don't feel confident in this trade amount, listen, this is 2%. That's a happy medium for me, right? Because I have a bigger goal, so I need to work my way up there. And we're gonna see what that looks like in a second, right? So I did $10 trades, right? $23 to $38. Okay? And I'm only gonna risk 14 to 23. Once I lose either minimum of 14 or maximum of 23, I'm supposed to stop. You should stop. That's what discipline should kick in, right? Because we all know you need patience, discipline, and consistency to be a good trader. Drop some ones in the chat if you guys are following me. You guys still following me? Awesome, 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 awesome. Numbers making sense? Cool. Now, let me explain to you guys. Let's say I traded gold this morning. Gold is my baby, especially on HFX. Gold this morning had a payout starting off at 72%, and then some later trades were 75%. So we're gonna go 72 to 75% commission. What commission is, family? If I have a $10 trade amount, a $10 trade amount means a 72% commission of $10 or 75% commission of $10 is going to be a trade profit of $720 to $750. $750. That's what we're going for. That's what my trade profit is going to be. But this is where that addition, that subtraction, and all of that adds up, right? Because now I took 13 trades. I took a total of 13 trades, and I went 10 and 3. I won 10 trades and I lost 3. But let me break down exactly what that looked like. I won 5 trades at $720. Let me make them a little bigger so y'all know that's actually like $7.04. Then I won 5 trades at $750. Somebody drop in the chat, what's 5 times 7? 20. Come on, Lil T. Made $20 on gold today. 36. So what's 5 times 750? Come on, let's do that math, family. Good job. That's right. $37.50. But we can't. Let me write over here what I did. 13 trades. Let me write this out. And I went 10 and 3. Wins, lessons. So there go my 10 wins. 5 and 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. There we go. Then we did some multiplication in there. And that's what we got our profits, okay? This is per trade, but look. Jay took L's. Jay took some lessons today. But how do I calculate my lessons? Well, my trade amount is my lesson, because they don't take a commission from your lesson. They just take the trade amount. So now, this is W's. Pick on my lessons. 3 times 10 is what, family? Drop it in the chat. Y'all doing the math with me? Okay. $30. Now, let's talk about it. Well, if my daily profit was $23 to $38, how many trades ago did I hit that? I actually hit that right in them first 5 trades. So what should a J have done? What should I have done? I should have actually stopped. I got greedy. Not gonna lie to you. This is locker room. This is what we here for. You either learn by mentorship or mistakes. And the benefit that you have of being a mentee is that you have a mentor to make the mistakes for you. I got greedy. I made $36. I'm right here in the heart of it. In the heart of it. But I was like, yeah, it's not enough. And how it kind of happened was I won about 4, then I lost 1. But it's not my maximum loss. But instead of changing my trade amount to a lesser percentage, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that in 1 second, right? I just left it at the 10. So I won a couple more, which now I'm making up for the one that I lost. And this is how some of you start chasing the money in the market, right? So now I minus the 10. So I go from 36 to, let me use green marker. See, purple. I go from 36 minus 10 to 26 plus 750 plus 750 minus 10. For those that weren't in the building to understand what Aaron Bell was talking about, for those that missed out, listen, he explained that your profits, your daily profits, your trade profits will sometimes look like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Well, what did that look like? I took 5 steps forward and then took 1 step back. Then 2 more steps forward and then took 1 step back. But where the problem comes in, that some of you guys don't know how to stop when you take them steps back. How far back do you want to be held back or fall back and you know you're trying to get ahead? Excuse me, I owe all of you guys 10 push-ups and I'll do them at the end of the call. How far back do you want to be pulled, knowing that you're moving forward? Because guess what? At this point, you're the one that opened the parachute first. You like that athlete with the parachute, running, catching the wind to give him some resistance. You're the one that's resisting your progress. You're the one that's in your own way for your success in your trade account. This is how it happens. Now let me show you how it should have happened. Jay went 5 straight trades at 36. But I know I want my goal of that 38. But if this paying out 72%, Jay got to do some simple multiplication and division to readjust her trade amount to adjust her trade profit. So that way I make sure I hit my daily profit. So let's say that was, let me go back. See real quick. 4 times 720. No, 4 times 720. I want to change it.
28.
28.80. That's a good place to stop. But I'm an aggressive and experienced trader, and I know for what I want to do and where I want to go, 1.2 mil, 1.2 what it do, right? And my account, I'm growing. Because this is my wealth account, family. This is not my trap account. This account started at 250. This is in bid. This is in bid. Okay? So at 28.80, at 720, at 72% commission on gold at a $10 amount, I actually don't have much further to go. So let's lower my risk and lower my trade amount. So if that was 2%, what is 476 times 1%? So you give me that? 476 times 1%. Mm-hmm. $4.76. So now at 1%, my trade amount goes down to 476. So what's 72% of 476? Because we here. $3.42. That's the profit. So we're gonna go 1 times. You said how much? $42. That's 72%. Right? This is where you do your math. So at a smaller trade amount of 4, at 476, okay, I'm getting a payout of 342. Here's your math. I'm going for 38. If I drop the change off, told you change is extra. I drop the change off, 38 minus 28 is 10. How many 342s is going to take me to get $10? 3. It's going to give me the closest. 3 times 342, please. $10 and 26 cents. Change is extra. So now, if I add a big plus sign right here, Jay just grew her account a full 8%. My full 8%. But I used proper risk management. Once I made it to a safe medium of $28 in between my 5 and 8%, I said, self, are we going for the 8 or we good at the 23, at the 28? How is the market looking? Is the pair I'm trading volatile? Is it making clean or very choppy moves? If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to go back into your education or start your education and understand market structure. Is this pair, this commodity, this industry, whatever you're trading, this crypto, because you can do it all on HFX. Minus a few, minus indices, you can do all of them. Right? Is it consolidating? Did the trend reverse? What am I like? Am I going to be able to get some good trades in per my technical analysis? And if you're trading with an educator or on a 3-minute bag, whatever the case may be, how did the previous trades go? Were you cutting it close? Did some people get spiked out? These are all things you have to take into consideration for my pocket option traders. Hear me out and hear me clear. for 1 to 2% of your trade amount. Reason being, and that's, for me, it's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable if you actually have pocket option, and that's what I'm telling you from my experience. I'm telling you from my experience. I took $1.72 after withdrawing from my pocket option. I had $1.76 in that pocket option account. Now that same pocket option account is over $16, placing $1 trades. You can compound your way to that bill that you hate. You can compound your way to that meal that you want. It's gonna take you some time to get there, but we got patience, discipline, and consistency anyway. Right? So if you're in pocket option, the reason why I say 1 or 2% is your trade amount, because you do not have the option of rollover. So now you're minimalizing your risk, and it allows you to stay in the game a little bit longer than somebody that was trading 3% of their account. Because if you lose 3 and you're going for a max of 5, you technically can only lose 1 trade. Because 3 plus 3 is 6. You can technically only lose 1 trade before you're done for the day. A lot of you all are being greedy and you're getting on the 3-minute bag at 9. You're bending the block on Millie at 11. You're going around the block to hit D.L. Woods or Nez at 8. Then you come in and you throwing that bad fella in the parking garage with Matthew there at 10. Not to mention the 3-minute bag at 9 right in between there. And you wonder why your account not going nowhere, because you're taking 5 steps forward and 3 steps back per trading session. Numbers don't lie, family. Numbers don't lie. If I'm making sense, drop some tools in the chat. Awesome. Awesome. Definitely should have stopped, little T. I definitely should have stopped. And I'll tell you what not stopping does. I blew 180 last week. That's what happens when you chase the bag. The market say, give me that thing. Ugh. Go ahead and give it back to me. Right there. It take it back. And you wondering why you're not seeing any growth in your accounts. You have to change your trade amount as you're trading. This is not set in stone. Once you have a number, that's what it is. No. These are numbers that I have written out from the 1 to the 3%. They're right here. I got posted. I know what I'm doing before I start. I know what I'm doing before I start. So that means you need to get up and prepare yourself. Because then again, another reason why a lot of you guys are losing the HFX, because you're already in the rush before the trade call even starts. It's 10 minutes before 9 and your laptop just loaded. You sitting there mad, huffing and puffing because the internet moving slow and you can't log in the Zoom and you don't want to get locked out of the call, so now you're rushing. So subconsciously, when you're placing these trades, you're rushing. 90% of trading is mental. So you need to get up, give yourself some time, get your laptop up, brush your teeth, get the crusties out your eyes, meditate, pray, get your mind right. If you like me, I got trap music playing first thing in the morning. I gotta get in. Ain't nothing like some Jeezy at 4, 5 in the morning, G. I'm trying to say, I'm telling y'all. I'm not trying to tell you, I'm telling y'all. It's gonna get you in your bag every time, right? So really quick, since we all have a good understanding, hey, get whatever suits your fancy. I love it, Lil Bree. Get the gospel. No, ma'am, where's the gospel? Hey, Shari like her Afro beats. And believe it or not, Shari sometimes play classical music. But it's what gets her in her bag. Whatever sets the mood for you to focus. All right? Whatever sets the mood for you to focus. So really quick, do anybody have any questions? Let me go ahead and stop recording.